Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Notables on hand here in Atlanta. Vince Vaughn, Deion Sanders, headed for the Hall of Fame and in the Hall of Fame, and President Jimmy Carter, former President Carter from Georgia, and saying hello to Pete Morelli, our referee. Ron Rivera in his first year as a head coach, and Mike Smith, who has had nothing but success as the Falcons head man.
Really important game for both teams, as we talked about in the open, Dick. Carolina, everyone's feeling good about them, but you're 1-4. You got to turn those into victories. In Atlanta, this is a good football team, but you got to go now. New Orleans could run away with this thing. Tampa's out there. You got to go right now if you're the Atlanta Falcons and get a win.
No question about it. Both of these teams are 0-1 in divisional play. The Falcons have won the toss, and they'll get the ball first. And Eric Weems, always a dangerous return man, back deep, and Orlando Mare getting this game underway indoors here at the Georgia Dome. And Weems just about at the end of the end zone will down it. And the Falcons will start from the 20. So Matt Ryan, who has 35 wins in the last 2+ years, third most in the NFL. So he has proven that he is a winner. And as John mentioned, 13-3 in the regular season last year. 7 touchdowns and 6 interceptions thus far. And the Falcons licking their wounds after their thrashing at the hands of Green Bay after having a 14-0 lead. Play action on first down. Ryan finds Reggie Kelly, tight end, and Kelly picks up about 7 on the first play of the game. Captain Munnerlyn makes the tackle. For the Falcons offensively, the big change, Harry Douglas making his 5th career start for Julio Jones, their vertical receiver.
And this offensive line was challenged, much maligned early in the season. They've responded. Only 1 sack in the last 2 games. They've stepped up. Look for them to play their typical brand of nasty football up front for the Atlanta Falcons.
And expect to see a lot of the no huddle. And the handoff to Michael Turner. And Turner bursts through, and that's exactly what the Falcons want to see happen. A gain of 5 and a first down with Godfrey on the tackle. Taking a look at the Panthers defense, and their problem has been in run defense, and they'll have their work cut out for them today.
Well, they do. They got Michael Turner coming at them. And that linebacker position, you see Connor Anderson and Williams. The starters were supposed to be John Beeson and Thomas Davis. Those guys went down with injuries. In the back end, Chris Gamble, a #1 corner, and Charles Godfrey, the safety, playing at a high level.
Full house backfield, and they give it to Turner. And Turner is off again with another first down. Michael Turner picking up 12 yards. Gerard Martin from the secondary making the stop, and a good start on the ground for the Falcons.
And Dick, it's not as if the Carolina Panthers weren't expecting a heavy dose of Michael Turner. They all told us we expect them to get back to who they are, the Atlanta Falcons as a football team, and that's Michael Turner pounding the football.
Here is Matt Ryan. The pass is tipped, and it is caught by Tony Gonzalez. It was tipped by Charles Johnson, and Gonzalez, ever the basketball player, makes the reception, getting 5 yards close to midfield.
You see Matt Ryan going to extend the play. He sees Gonzalez. Charles Johnson gets his mitts up, and Tony Gonzalez, like the basketball player at Cal, going up for the rebound. And Dick, this guy blows me away. I played against him for a long time, Tony Gonzalez. In his 15th year, still playing as well as anybody at the tight end position.
And he says he could play at least 2 more. Second down and 5. Jason Snelling with his first carry, and he gets upended by Godfrey and winds up about 1.5 yards shy of the first down.
This Carolina defense, as I said, it's been a lot of different pieces. Learning a brand new defense with defensive coordinator Sean McDermott. Having the guys out at the linebacker position, their fits haven't been right. They've been getting a little bit better in run defense each week.
This is the 6th different starting group defensively. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Eric Weems at the top of your picture in as a wide receiver, and this pass is incomplete, thrown behind Roddy White, the intended receiver, and good pressure that time by Antoine Applewhite, who came over from the Chargers, and Atlanta will have to kick.
Well, Sean McDermott told me we're going to come after Matt Ryan on third down. Matt Ryan traditionally very good against the blitz, but Sean McDermott said they get everybody out. They aren't keeping guys in to protect them. If they do that, we're coming after them. A win for the Carolina defense early.
So it's fourth down, and Matt Bosher will be punting, and Armani Edwards back deep inside the 10 for the Panthers. Good kick and a fair catch called for by Edwards. And Bosher did exactly what you want him to do. Kicked it inside the 20, in fact inside the 15 as well. Cam Newton comes out for his first foray on offense for Carolina. Cam Newton ready to operate for the Panthers on the 10-yard line. They fake an end around, and the screen pass to D'Angelo Williams. And Williams brings it out. Flag goes down. First penalty of the game, as Williams is tackled at the 17 by Sean Weatherspoon. Pete Morelli.
Holding. Number 63 offense. 10-yard penalty remains. First down.
Right guard Jeff Handgardner holding.
Well, a nice design of the play. They fake the reverse. They go with the screen. Handgardner's got Sean Weatherspoon, the outstanding young linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons, and they catch him on a hold. Backs the Carolina Panthers up.
So it'll be a first down and 15 on the 7. So the Panthers backed up here early on, and a delay handoff to Williams. And D'Angelo Williams, who went over 100 yards for the first time in a couple of years, gets 2 yards. This was last week against New Orleans. And Cam Newton, how about this? 5 passing and 5 rushing touchdowns in his first 5 career games. The first player in history to accomplish that.
Yeah, from playing a lot of defense in this league, I can tell you, when you have a rookie quarterback, typically your mindset is we're going to dictate to them. It's phenomenal that we talk to opposing defenses, and they're trying to adjust to what Cam Newton can do, because he can do so much. He can throw it, he can run it. Excellent football player, Cam Newton.
Unheard of for a rookie. Second down and 13, but in a jam here, and his pass incomplete. And flag goes down, intended for Jeremy Shockey, covered by the safety William Moore.
Really not a tough call. Early contact.
Pass interference. Number 25. Defense. Automatic. First down.
So it's on Moore, and it's going to be a first down at the 26 for the Panthers.
And you watch Jeremy Shockey right here. He's going to work the seam. William Moore gets there early, hooks him with the right arm. Good call by the back judge. And I really think one of the great acquisitions, a couple of the great acquisitions the Carolina Panthers went and attained for Cam Newton is these 2 tight ends, Jeremy Shockey and Greg Olsen. Good targets for a rookie quarterback throughout the middle of the field.
First down on the 26, and here's D'Angelo Williams. It looks like a little mix-up on the handoff, and they bring it out close to the 30-yard line. The rest of the Panthers offense, and this is a team that's averaging twice as many points as they did a year ago. And Steve Smith, the big target here. Williams coming off the big game.
Wonderful offensive line for these guys. Jordan Gross, one of the best left tackles in football. And I'll go ahead and say it. I think Ryan Khalil has established himself as the premier center in the National Football League. Big-time player, Ryan Khalil, at the center position.
And that's why they extended him on his contract during the offseason early on. Second down and 6. They again go to D'Angelo Williams, and the Falcons stop him. Curtis Lofton coming in. The linebackers off to a good start, and no gain on the play. Let's take a look at the Falcons defense. Their problem has been in pass defense early on.
And lack of it. That's been the problem, and it starts up front. Very good linebackers. Curtis Lofton and Sean Weatherspoon really stand out. Brent Grimes, this guy's a football player. You see him all over the field for the Atlanta Falcons. Third down's really been the struggle. 30th in the league for the Atlanta Falcons.
And they need 6 yards through the Panthers with Jonathan Stewart. Good receiver out of the backfield. Here's Newton on 3rd and 6. Gets time. And this is where he's dangerous. First down, and Cam Newton will go out of bounds. Chased out of bounds by Brent Grimes after picking up 12, and a first down for Ron Rivera's Panthers.
Well, you look at this, first of all, you're going to see the blitz, and look at the blitz pickup by Jonathan Stewart, giving Cam good coverage. Cam Newton, though, has the ability to extend the play. That's what Mike Smith and this Atlanta Falcons defense were nervous about with Cam Newton, his ability to extend the play. And he extends typically to throw the ball, but when you've got 6 yards to get, go ahead and get it. Live to see another set of downs. Great job by Cam Newton.
He has averaged 8 rushes a game, but has thrown at least 1 touchdown pass in every contest. In motion, Legadou Nane, first down, play action this time. And Newton completes the pass to Steve Smith, and he's wrestled out of bounds into Falcon territory at the 41 by Thomas Deku, and a 17-yard pickup. So he made the 3rd and 6, and now they're in Falcon territory.
Listen, Steve Smith's outstanding. It all starts up front, though. Look at this protection. Loads of time for Cam Newton. He does an outstanding job of finding his open receiver in Steve Smith. And I don't know how you leave a guy like Steve Smith going 22 yards a catch this wide open. If you're the Atlanta Falcons, I'd have people all over him.
Smith leading the NFC in receiving yards. He's got more than he did all of last year. First down at the 41. Here's Newton to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Shockey. William Moore defending on the play. So it'll be 2nd down. And this time, Croy Bierman came in strong on Newton.
Yes, he did. And one thing Cam will learn is you got to get rid of that ball. If not, this is what's going to happen. Croy Bierman hunting the quarterback, and Cam Newton, big body though. He can take hits like this because Dick, you and I seen him walk in a room. This is a big man. They list him at 6'5". I think he's 6'6" all day, and he's got muscles popping out of everywhere.
But when you get that blindside guy coming around, anything can happen. He escaped that one, so it's 2nd down and 10. Newton spins around, and he's got Jonathan Stewart. And Weatherspoon makes a great play, first by slowing up Stewart, and then Brent Grimes coming in to make the play, and only a pickup of 1.
Well, this is a guy, Sean Weatherspoon, who reminds me a lot of my old teammate Derek Brooks with his ability to cover ground on the field. Look at this. This looks like it's going to be big yards, but when you close that fast, Jonathan Stewart doesn't have anywhere to go. Very good young football player in Sean Weatherspoon, developing into a star in this league.
10th play of the drive coming up for the Panthers. 3rd down and 9. Newton's pass, and it's caught at the 26 by Nene, and it'll be a first down. A 14-yard pickup. Deku on the coverage, so Cam Newton has converted 2 third downs.
Legadou Nene, we hear so much about Steve Smith, but they're really high on this young man, particularly his quarterback, Cam Newton. He said he's about to break out, John, I'm telling you. But again, it all starts with the time that his offensive line. 3rd and 10. Brian Van Gorder told us our problem's been lack of pressure up front. There was no pressure right there.
But a lot of patience shown by Newton there.
Absolutely. He sees the field well.
So first down at the 26. D'Angelo Williams back in there and gets nothing on the play, maybe 1. As we wind down to 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter, the Falcons were able to get it to midfield, and then starting from deep in their own territory, it's been an impressive drive by Carolina.
And I think we've seen a snapshot of the problems that they present. They've got weaponry, D'Angelo Williams, Steve Smith, the tight ends. They can throw the ball from the pocket. Cam Newton can extend it with his legs. They provide a lot of challenges for defenses.
2nd down and 9. And this pass caught by Shockey. He held on to it, gets inside the 20. Babineau this time put the rush on Cam Newton, but a pickup of 6 yards keeps it going for Carolina at the 19.
We watch Jeremy Shockey go out, extend the one arm. And then pull that ball in with his left arm. Great catch by Jeremy Shockey. Like we've seen, if you watch the NFL now, you see the value of that position. These quarterbacks, big targets going through the middle. They provide two of them with Jeremy Shockey and Greg Olsen.
So another third down situation, 3rd and 3, 12th play upcoming. And we're going to have a timeout call. This drive started on the 12, and the Panthers call their first timeout of the game. Panthers calling a timeout, always a good one. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, converting from 6 and 9 yards. They need 3 right here. And Newton on a fade, trying to go to Shockey. And it was Greg Olsen, that is, and Thomas Decoud covering on the play, bringing up 4th down. And what do you think of those pass plays? You're in a corner. The pass has to be perfect.
Absolutely, you know, and I think the thing that stands out for me on that drive, Dick, is the fact, the protection, the time that Cam Newton had. You know, if I'm Brian Van Gorder, the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons, I'm going to give my guys up front, the front 4, a chance to go rush the passer. It's not happening right now. You've got to get pressure somehow.
And a flag on the play. And movement in the line.
5-yard penalty remains. 4th down.
5-yard penalty against the Panthers. And it was Byron Bell who's starting in right tackle in place of Jeff Otah, who's bothered by a bad back, and that's a big loss for Carolina up front. So the field goal attempt will be stretched back to about 42.
And this is an operation that struggled for the Carolina Panthers. They've had 1 field goal blocked, 1 extra point blocked.
Murray 8 of 10 for the year, and his 42-yard field goal is good. So the Panthers, after an impressive drive of nearly 7 minutes, have taken a 3-0 lead over the Falcons. Carolina Panthers taking a 3-0 lead over the Atlanta Falcons. Very impressive scoring drive, but for the Falcons, they were able to hold the Panthers to just 3.
Yeah, but I think you've got to feel good if you're Mike Shula, the quarterback coach, and the Carolina Panthers offense. A lot of time for Cam Newton, a lot of time for him to do damage, and we've also seen his legs work in their advantage as well.
So Murray will be kicking off again, and Eric Weems will run this one out from about 5 yards in the end zone. Tries to break one and is tackled shy of the 20-yard line by Jason Williams. 22-yard return. Matt Ryan goes on offense again for Atlanta in their throwback uniform. Texas Rangers last night 15-5 over the Tigers, clinching their 2nd straight American League pennant. Wednesday they'll be in either Milwaukee or St. Louis, game 1 of the World Series. Texas looks for their first World Series championship. It's all on Fox. First down at the 19 for the Falcons. Michael Turner. He's got off to a good start in this game. He picks up close to 5 yards with Jason Williams making the tackle.
You know, and he needs to get off to a good start because they're without that young man, Julio Jones. They gave up a lot for Julio Jones. He's starting to pay dividends. He's the explosive threat on this team. And everyone wonders, without Julio Jones, how are they going to operate? Well, Matt Ryan said, John, we still got Roddy White. Last I checked, we still have Tony Gonzalez, perennial Pro Bowlers. We're going to be just fine.
2nd down and 5. Here's Turner again, and this time does not get the first down, and it takes several Panthers led by James Anderson to limit him to 3 yards. And you always wonder if the Falcons will revert to what has been their long drive preference on offense without Jones.
Yeah, you know, and that's okay. I think they could help themselves out by taking a book out of what Carolina does. They got to attack a little more, in my mind. Stress the defenses with the type of plays. Take your shots. I think Matt Ryan would appreciate it. I think this whole offense would thrive with it.
Jaquiz Rogers, the rookie from Oregon State, very impressive early on, is in the game on 3rd down and 2, and they flip it to Rodgers, and Rodgers shakes off a tackle, gets the first down, and advances it to the 36-yard line before James Anderson again in on the play, but an 8-yard pickup as Johnson Charles this time missed the tackle.
Well, defensive coordinator Sean McDermott for the Carolina Panthers said about Jacquez Rodgers, we got to keep him in between the hashes. They love the tosses. Sure enough, they go to the toss, first down for the Atlanta Falcons.
So Rodgers goes out and is replaced by Michael Turner. First down at the 35 of the Falcons. Fake to Michael Turner, and the pass caught by Roddy White. And White hit immediately. And a gain of 14 and a first down at the 49. A penalty flag is down.
Offside. Nose guard on defense. Penalty will be declined. The result of the play.
They decline the offsides penalty on Fua.
Well, watch when you have success with the running game. Look what it opens up. You're going to fake it to Michael Turner. Linebackers have to respect it, and then you throw right to the void. When they come up, you throw right behind them to Roddy White. Nice execution by Matt Ryan, calling his own plays.
14-yard gain. First down at the 49. Here's Michael Turner, gets running room off the left side, gets past Captain Munnerlyn and goes out of bounds and picks up a big chunk of yardage to the 36, and another flag down.
Holding. Number 72 offense.
And this one will come back as the left tackle Sam Baker called for holding.
You watch Sam Baker. Michael Turner, he gets a handful. When you get those arms extended outside, they aren't going to miss those, and that's been a big problem for the Atlanta Falcons. Penalties. This is a team that's always, over the last 3 years, been the least penalized team in the National Football League. This year, they're right at the middle of the pack, but it's not the number of them, it's when they're coming on big runs like that. It's been a bad thing for this team, and they've got to correct it.
Especially when you like long drives. Penalties and turnovers really snuff out any threat you have. First down and 20. Back at the 39. Matt Ryan has time and completes to the fullback. Obi Mihaly breaks a tackle, and Mihaly close to the first down. Jason Williams downfield making the tackle, and another penalty flag is down. That's 3 flags on the last 3 plays.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 50 of the defense. Penalty will be declined.
They decline the penalty on James Anderson. Illegal hands to the face. Stanford guy is getting a little tongue lashing.
They're giving him a little chewing. That's part of being a rookie. It's interesting to listen when you watch this no-huddle offense. Listen to Matt Ryan call the plays at the line of scrimmage. He's getting them in the best player.
Second down and 1. Ronald Fields replaces Fua, and again movement in the line, and the flag is down. And the pass is caught by Harry Douglas, and Fields, who just came in, could be guilty of offsides.
Number 91 of the defense. 5-yard penalty. Result of the penalty is a first down.
So the replacement comes in, commits the penalty, and that will give the Falcons a first down. They'll mark it at the 37 of the Panthers.
Now the rookie doesn't have to feel so bad, because I think that's why he was getting chewed for jumping off sides. Now they got the vet, so it might be Matt Ryan in that hard count.
Did they say, is there a guy out here who will not go off sides? Turner dragged down, and Greg Hardy with a good play, not letting Turner escape, and there'll be a loss of 1. Under a minute remaining in the first quarter, with the Panthers in front 3-0 on a Murray field goal.
Greg Hardy's a good football player. Spends a lot of time in the opposing offense's backfield. Really established himself in his second year as a good, solid football player for the Carolina Panthers.
Second down and 11. Here comes a blitz coming, and it's picked up by Turner, going deep for Roddy White. And the push and the flag. Charles Godfrey made the shove on Roddy White in the end zone, and the penalty flag thrown.
Pass interference, number 30, defense. Penalty occurred in the end zone. Ball will be placed in the 1-yard line, automatic first down.
And Dick, this is what, in my mind, the Atlanta Falcons offense has been missing. Taking shots down the field. It's too hard to methodically drive each time, and you're going to see Godfrey, his hands caught up. There's contact, good call by the official. But you got to take those shots to loosen up the defense. Good things happen when you throw the ball downfield.
37-yard penalty, and first and goal at the 1. Turner is hit. No sign yet. Falcons indicated he crossed the plane, and now it's a touchdown. So Michael Turner goes over from 1 yard out. And that is his 10th career rushing touchdown against the Panthers. He's feasted on Carolina. And it's 6-3 now with the extra point coming up. Matt Bryant, who has not missed an extra point or a field goal this year. And the Falcons take a 7-3 lead. Turner's 5th touchdown of the year. The end of the first quarter, 7-3. Atlanta leads, and Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages.
Well, here's the pass interference penalty that set up the touchdown by Michael Turner. Look at Charles Godfrey, the safety. He's squatting because the Atlanta Falcons haven't shown a propensity to take the ball downfield. I don't blame you, Charles Godfrey, but now you know if you're the Carolina defense, these guys will throw downfield. Nice job by the Falcons.
Kealona Polaris, in his second game as a return man, is thrown down hard at the 19 by Kelvin Hayden.
Then you get it down there. You got a bulldog in Michael Turner. Get behind that offensive line, drive those big legs, and get yourself in the end zone. Great execution by the Atlanta Falcons in their no-huddle Texas offense.
So Roddy White, who was interfered with by Godfrey, and Turner, who has gained 24 yards already and has scored the touchdown. 7-3, Falcons lead. It'll be a first down at the 19 for Cam Newton and the Panthers. D'Angelo Williams with a burst and gets out to the 31, picking up 12 yards before William Moore brings him down.
I think a lot of people up in Carolina thinking that D'Angelo Williams had lost a little something, but in the last 2 weeks, this guy's back, and he's as dynamic as ever, really playing at a high level, averaging over 10 yards a carry over the last 2 weeks. You don't do that in the NFL. Get the feeling with him, he can go the distance each time he touches the ball. 115
yards against the Saints. First time he's gone over 100 since November of 2009. Two tight ends lining up. First down, they go back to Williams. And Williams is tackled from behind by John Abraham. Abraham, who's been bothered by a groin, was inactive against the Packers, but returned to practice Friday, a pickup of 2.
And Dick, you know someone has respect for someone else. When we talked to Cam Newton, he referred to him as Mr. Abraham. That means I'm going to know where that guy is at all times, and as well he should. John Abraham with over 100 sacks in his time in the NFL.
Second down and 8. They line up Olsen in the backfield, the tight end. Fake the handoff to Williams. Pass is caught by Shockey, and Shockey will get the first down. Out to the 43. Lofton and Nicholas, 2 linebackers, bring him down, but not before a gain of 10.
Well, we've talked about the time that Cam Newton has, but look at this. This is what has surprised people, including myself. His ability to throw within the pocket. Excellent footwork. He's holding the ball cocked, ready to go. Feet, good base, and then he's got a cannon for an arm. Great location. This guy's, he never did it at Auburn, so there was a question, can he do it? Great pocket passer this guy's shown himself to be.
Well, Brian Van Gorder, the defensive coordinator, said, I'm impressed by the calmness in the pocket that he shows. Right here again. And this pass to a wide open Jeremy Shockey. And he loses the ball, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Panther ball. And they'll mark it at the 26 with Stephen Nicholas. That's a 31-yard gain on back-to-back plays to Shockey.
I said it and I say it again.
And brought back to the spot of the fumble.
If you aren't getting there with 4 guys, you better bring more, because right now this Carolina Panthers offensive line giving Cam Newton way too much time. They're stoning the defensive line at the line of scrimmage, and when you get that much time, guys are going to come open in this league. Another outstanding throw and catch for the Carolina Panthers.
So now the Panthers are threatening early here in the second, and there's a sack. Stephen Nicholas on the rollout, chased down Cam Newton, and there'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
And if you're at home saying, am I watching college football or pro? That was the option. They scored a touchdown, 69-yard touchdown versus the New Orleans Saints last week. And it's something that gives defensive coordinators fits. That one wasn't successful, but it gives defensive coordinators fits. Brian Van Gorder right there.
And he's got a lot of help upstairs, like defensive assistant Mark Collins, who knows the option game, and from his college experience, and they're going to be reviewing and adjusting a lot of things as this game goes on. 2nd down and 13. And overthrowing D'Angelo Williams. He checked everything out downfield, John, and then went to Williams and threw him a bad pass.
Well, an accurate throw right there. An inaccurate throw by Cam Newton. But again, the time keeps, it's really standing out. Outstanding job by this offensive line, but you're in a tough situation now, 3rd and long.
Jonathan Stewart in the game, and this red-clad crowd rises to the occasion. 3rd and 13. And Newton drills it. And the pass is going to be ruled, let's see, incomplete. No, a catch by Legadou Nale. It is a reception and a 1st down.
Well, look at Jordan Gross doing an outstanding job on John Abraham. Cam Newton, plenty of time again. You're going to send the double to Steve Smith, so Legadou Nane, you need to go to work. You're going to be singled up, and he's done a great job thus far today of doing that.
Officials had to be certain that Nene had control after he hit the turf. So Cam Newton, so far 8 of 11 for 96 yards. He's rushed 1 time for 12 yards. Stewart with a 1st down and stopped from going over by Kelvin Hayden, the nickel back, and a 13-yard gain, and all of a sudden it'll be 1st and goal at the 1 for the Panthers.
So they're throwing on this Atlanta defense. They're running on this Atlanta defense. Now they got to finish the drive, and when you get down here, here's where Cam Newton as a runner becomes involved. Cam Newton, the leading carrier inside the 10 with 15 carries. The next leading carrier, 2 carries for Jonathan Stewart.
Who's responsible for him in this situation?
You don't have enough numbers. Somebody's got to work someone in front of him.
And they go to Stewart, tripped up, and Stewart trying to edge his way in, and he gets over for the touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, a tough 1-yard run if there ever was one, and the Carolina Panthers regain the lead.
Talk about second effort. Jonathan Stewart, 240 pounds, much like Michael Turner, keeps his legs driving, gets himself in the end zone. Nice job. Outstanding drive by the Carolina Panthers offense.
And the first touchdown of the year for Stewart. Olindo Mare, who had an extra point blocked, which was critical last week against the Saints. This kick is good. And the Panthers take a 10-7 lead. Very impressive drive, and the Panthers up by 3 early, still in the 2nd quarter.
Well, Mike Smith's down there with his defensive linemen saying, fellas, we need something from you. And I'm with you, Mike. You got to get more pressure. Too much time for Cam Newton. Explosive plays down the field. And as I said before, if you're not going to get the pressure with 4, bring more, because you got to get pressure on this guy or he'll tear you up.
Newton was 3 for 4 for 56 yards on the drive, and Shockey caught a pair, 2 in a row for 39. Barre kicking off to Eric Weems. I think the Falcons are discovering what the Saints discovered last week, that this is not a pushover team, regardless of what the final score may be. And the Falcons will take it out at the 20-yard line. Very impressive 81-yard drive in 9 plays. Carolina by 3. Fox Sports is proud to support the Armed Forces Foundation, who offers vital assistance to service members and their families. Through financial, recreational, and emotional support, the AFF provides better care and treatment for our military. So please support America's heroes by serving those who serve. For more information, please visit armedforcesfoundation.org. From the 20, first down for Atlanta. Douglas lining up in the backfield, and they give it to Michael Turner. And Captain Munnerlyn was the first in, and then Sherrod Martin to follow, and a gain of 3.
You're seeing better production early on first down, in particular for the Atlanta Falcons. It's been a team that's really struggled on first down production, puts you in tough third down situations. Better execution thus far, and you see the Atlanta Falcons back in the huddle. I think if it works, stay with it. I'd stay in that no huddle.
And Sean McDermott said they prepped 50-50 on the no huddle this week, so they're aware of it, are the Panthers. Second down and 7. And here is Turner again. And Turner, very hard to bring down, gets up to the 25. 2-yard pickup with Anderson and Williams, the linebackers. 3rd and 5 coming up. Turner, who scored the Falcon touchdown.
Both defenses, Dick, kind of facing the same issue thus far in this season. 3rd down. Last week versus New Orleans Saints, 12 of 17 New Orleans converted on 3rd down.
Pretty impressive. 3rd down and 5. Quick toss. Caught Roddy White, and he has a first down as he's tackled by Darius Butler out to the 37. Good for 7 yards. And the no huddle upcoming again. Michael Turner off the left side. First down. And pushed by Sherrod Martin, actually, and a flag is down. Martin got the most of it, and a penalty marker down back on the Atlanta 45. 33-yard gain pending the penalty, and a good block by Justin Blaylock, the left guard, on the play, freeing Turner.
And it appears as if it's coming back.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 84. Offense, 15-yard penalty, resulting penalty be a first down.
That's a critical penalty on Roddy White, nullifying the 33-yard run, and Mike Smith has to be asked quietly to go back to the sideline.
Mike Smith not happy, but this has been the problem for the Atlanta Falcons. Penalties, but penalties in critical situations. You see Roddy White, nothing there. Can't see that one.
No.
But it's happened continually.
Personal foul occurred. Therefore, it was a dead ball foul. Still first down.
Pete Morelli said it was after the play that the penalty occurred, but you just can't do that. As you mentioned, this is a team that methodically drives the ball downfield. When you play that style, penalties put you out of schedule, as Matt Ryan says, and it makes it tough to continue that kind of game.
Could have been inside the 30. Jason Snelling is now in a tailback, so it's a first down at the midfield stripe. Plenty of time on the play clock. Short drop and going deep for Douglas, and the pass is incomplete. Covered by Darius Butler. For a game break, let's check in with Kurt Menefee.
Well, maybe the throwback uniforms will help because both Carolina and Atlanta fans saw too much of this. Aaron Rodgers hooking up with Jordy Nelson for the Packers. 93 yards later, it's a touchdown, and the Packers already cruising in the second quarter, up 17-0 on the Rams. Dick and John.
Packers picking up where they left off against the Falcons, and here is Jason Snelling, who hasn't carried much this year, spins his way to within 2 yards of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 at the 42. Matt Ryan flush from the pocket. Will try to run for it, extends the football, and it was Darius Butler who grabbed a hold of him, and the question is where they spot the ball as to whether there's a first down.
Nice job by Darius Butler. He's going to cover up Eric Weems, and then he's going to come up on Matt Ryan, and when Matt Ryan tries to go get the first down, Darius Butler comes up, and it appears as if they've given the first down to Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan not afraid to tuck it. You don't think of him as a great running quarterback, but not afraid to tuck it and run.
Good extension by Ryan, and a first down with under 6.5 to go in the first half. Panthers by 3. First down at the 40. Michael Turner in, and he gets the call, and he breaks a tackle for a moment and winds up with no gain, maybe a yard.
Sometimes you have great runs that go 60 yards. Other times you have great runs that go 0 yards. That was a great job by Michael Turner, escaping 3 Carolina Panthers in the backfield to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Atlanta with the lead, John, in the rushing department. 2nd down and 10. Both of these teams going up and down the field in a 10-7 first half. Here's Ryan taking off, and on the run completes to Douglas. And Douglas with a first down inside the 20. Tackled by Sherrod Martin. So Douglas, Harry Douglas delivering, playing in place of Julio Jones, picks up 23.
Again, it all starts with time up front. Matt Ryan this time has the time. Nothing there. Said, I'm going to tuck it and run. As soon as he tucks and runs, keeps his eyes downfield. Nice play by Matt Ryan.
And the throw into the end zone. And Roddy White feeling he was pushed by Chris Gamble. And a flag goes down at the 1-yard line as Gamble pleads his case. And let's see if the Falcons get another 1st and goal down close.
There are 2 fouls on the defense. 12 men on the field. Defense. That penalty will be declined. Pass interference. Number 20. That penalty will be accepted. Automatic first down.
This has been a problem for the Carolina Panthers. You see Charles Johnson there running off the field. They get them for 12 men on the field. Got to hustle off the field, and then they got pass interference on Chris Gamble as well.
So a 16-yard penalty will give the Falcons 1st and goal at the 1, to the dismay of Ron Rivera. 4th in the NFL of the Falcons in the red zone. They've also been effective, as you mentioned, on 3rd downs, looking to regain the lead. 3 tight ends in the game, and they go with Turner, and Michael Turner is stopped short of the goal line by Jason Phillips.
A nice play by Jason Phillips. Jason Phillips, the 7th linebacker coming into this season. But that's doing some work when you go hit toe-to-toe with Michael Turner and turn him away. Good tackle by Jason Phillips.
So it'll be 2nd and goal. Turner already with 62 yards, averaging over 5.5 per carry. And here is Mahaley, and the fullback Obi Mahaley is also stopped short of the goal line. And it was Dan Connor bringing up 3rd and goal inside the 1.
See Dan Connor right here, going to slither the way through that Atlanta Falcons defense, making tackles on your knees. That's what you got to do down here. Got to get in the opposing team's backfield.
Good play by Connor, who's had to play the middle with John Beeson, the 3-time Pro Bowler, out for the year with a torn Achilles tendon. So it's 3rd and goal inside the 1. Play action. Ryan throws, touchdown, Mahaley.
Well, impressive play by Olive Muhaley. They're going to fake the run to Michael Turner to the right. He's going to slip out to the left. Really nice hands for a fullback. Matt Ryan with the tough throw. Outstanding play by Olive Muhaley.
And Matt Ryan on for the extra point, and the Falcons regain the lead 14-10. All Obi Mahaley has done is catch 2 passes this year, both for touchdowns. An 80-yard drive gives the Falcons the lead once again.
And Obi Mahaley, if you're a fullback, you don't get many of those. So when you get them, go ahead, celebrate. Tony Gonzalez saying, good job, buddy. Wills VTech, great job by the fullback, Obi Mahaley.
Well, if he doesn't get many of those, did he practice that dance? Because it looks like he spent a lot of time
practicing for a lot of years. Those guys, you throw them a bone, they're going to be happy. They got an outstanding fullback, Pro Bowl fullback for the Atlanta Falcons.
Impressive scoring drive by the Falcons, and Matt Bosher kicking off to Kealoha Polaris, who will run it out from 3 yards in. And Polaris, who replaced Mike Goodson. Lawrence Sidbury on the tackle. Cam Newton now sees his team trailing in a seesaw first half here in Atlanta. And welcome back to the Georgia Dome. And after that dance, forget about the touchdown. Obi Mahaley has to get some oxygen. First down at the 22 for Cam Newton, and the Panthers now trailing again. Hand off to D'Angelo Williams. Nothing there. Trying to test the middle of the line to no avail. The last time that Cam Newton was in this building, it was the SEC championship game against South Carolina 10 months ago. How did he do? He threw 4 touchdown passes, ran for 2 more. Has great memories here.
Yes, he does, and this is a bit of a homecoming. Cam, having grown up in the Atlanta area, has a lot of family here. His brother Kalen, 13 years old, he said he had a bye week from his Pee Wee League team.
A bye week?
He said Kalen's his toughest critic, tells him what he does wrong every week.
You lift your leg, you did this, you did that. Williams splits out to the left. Empty backfield for Cam Newton. 2nd and 10. And a good defensive play. Shockey defended by Lofton, the middle linebacker, who batted it down.
Well, we saw Mike Smith pleading with his defensive line after the last drive, and they've responded thus far. Stout on first down. Nice pressure on 2nd down. Affected Cam Newton's throw. That's what they have to have from this defensive front.
Crowd turns it up a notch. 3rd and 10 coming up. Newton's pass, and caught, and a first down by Brandon LaFell. The first reception of the game for LaFell in his 2nd year, and that quiets the throng. A 12-yard pickup.
Well, 3rd down's been the problem for this defense. LaFell right here. Again, a lot of time for Cam Newton. A little better pressure. Good job of Cam Newton by stepping up in the pocket, finding Brandon LaFell, who's really come into his own as a receiver for the Carolina Panthers thus far.
Again, a lot of time for Cam Newton. First down to the 34. Jonathan Stewart going out as a receiver, and Newton's pass is caught by Greg Olsen. Olsen gets out to the 41, picking up 7 with Dante Robinson on the tackle, and we're down to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. It's been a lively half with the Falcons leading the Panthers 14-10. Coming up, the Visa halftime report. Mr. Vick goes to Washington. When are the Eagles going to snap out of it? Big game, Lions 49ers. 2nd down and 3. Handoff is to Jonathan Stewart, and Stewart has a 1st down into Falcon territory. Kelvin Hayden hangs on, but not before a big pickup of 10 with 1:45 left and 2 timeouts left for Carolina. Their version of the no huddle. Newton screen pass to Stewart. Stewart will get another 1st down to the 38. Lofton on the play, 11 more.
Blow to the quarterback's head, number 55. 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Roughing the quarterback on John Abraham. That's going to add to the Jonathan Stewart gain.
And that is a critical penalty against Atlanta.
Well, we keep talking about these penalties, and it's a veteran guy, a great player in John Abraham, but you go to the face of a quarterback these days, they're going to call it. Doesn't look like much, but a forcible blow to the face going to be called every time, and Pete Morelli right on top of it.
So that is the 4th penalty against the Falcons. 9 already in the game. It'll be a 1st down at the 23 of Atlanta. Putting pressure on Cam Newton, gets hit for the 1st time. Sean Weatherspoon with the pressure. There's been 1 sack, but this is the 1st time Newton really has been smacked behind the line of scrimmage.
Ruling on the field is the ball is fumble.
Fumble. The ruling on the field.
We ruled it as a fumble on the field, and remember, under 2 minutes, it's going to have to come from a booth review.
We will review the previous play.
Now the question is, was Cam Newton's arm coming forward? That'll determine it.
They buzzed him right away. Let's look at Cam Newton, see if this arm, I think that's coming forward. I think you're going to have an incomplete pass. Sean Weatherspoon hits his arms, but the arm is already coming forward. I think they'll review that, come back with an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we're going to take a break as the booth review ensues.
Said before the break, I think you're going to see the arm of Cam Newton coming forward. Has control of the ball in his right hand. I think Pete Morelli probably did the right thing as we listen to Pete with his decision on the review.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's arm was going forward with control. It's an incomplete pass. The ball will be placed 2nd down on the 23-yard line. Thank you.
You know, I was looking at Cam Newton's reaction after they ruled it a fumble, and he couldn't believe it.
Back to what I was saying, though, I think if he calls that an incomplete pass and then had to go back and review, you can't now make it a fumble. If you go this way, you can just simply say, okay, incomplete, nothing hurt. Good job by Pete Morelli. That's why we have replay. Can't put the genie back in the bottle. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 23. Panthers still have it after it was initially ruled a fumble. Panthers with 2 timeouts remaining, trailing by 4. And there's Newton taking off. Cam Newton is going to get a 1st down and get to about the 10, inside the 10. Deku brings him down, but it'll be a 1st down for the Panthers as we near a minute to go in the half. Well, these are the problems that Cam Newton presents. He's got weapons downfield, so you got to stay dedicated to coverage. But if you do that, he's going to step right up and not just go for 3 or 4 yards, go for 12 and a 1st down. And he's everything that Mike Smith was concerned about. Even though they have the lead, the Falcons have been outgained 193 to 158. Pressure on Newton. His pass tipped in the air, and it's intercepted by Brent Grimes.
William Moore got a hand on it first, and Brent Grimes gets the interception, and the Falcons create another turnover. They've done it at least once in every game this year. And that takes care of the Panthers' threat.
I've said it the whole game. You aren't getting pressure with 4. Bring more than 4. Brian Van Gorder dials it up, and then just a great play by William Moore, being a football player. He's in man-to-man coverage on Jeremy Shockey. Going to get his hand up, and Brent Grimes goes up, attacks the football high. Just outcompetes Steve Smith for the football. Big play for the Atlanta Falcons defense.
And they've been doing it over a long period of time. I said they've created at least 1 turnover in every game this year. How about 25 consecutive games in which they have forced a turnover, which is the longest ongoing streak in the league. And they went to Steve Smith for only the 2nd time in the game there. Under a half a minute remaining in the first half. And the pass intended for Roddy White is incomplete. Gamble on the coverage. So the Panthers go 68 yards in 9 plays and have nothing to show for it, and the Falcons maintain the 4-point lead.
And if you're the Carolina Panthers, you got to be thrilled with your offensive production thus far. You just got to stick it in the end zone. Plays like that will happen. Good job of Brian Van Gorder and Mike Smith dialing up pressure. I think you need to see more of that if you're the Atlanta Falcons on Cam Newton, because otherwise he's going to slice you up.
7 TDs and 7 picks for Cam Newton this year. 2nd and 10. And Ryan can't find anyone downfield and throws it out of bounds. Good coverage by the Panthers. And 16 seconds remain in the first half.
You know what, though? I like this from Atlanta because they tried to dial up a shot. Watch Harry Douglas right here, and this is where Matt Ryan was looking. They tried to double move the safety, Jordan Pugh. Good job by Jordan Pugh being back there. But I like the attack mentality of the Atlanta Falcons. Don't sit on a lead. Go try to add to it.
Those last 2 plays indicated that they want to at least get into a field goal situation in the waning seconds. So now 3rd and 10. Ryan, and Snelling is hit hard by Thomas Williams. And that may be the last play of the first half. And no, a timeout is called by Carolina. 4th down coming up. Of course, they're going to get the ball.
It's a good job of defense by the Carolina Panthers. Thomas Williams coming up and laying the lumber on Jason Snelling. This is textbook tackling. Get down low. You bring your arms, you strike them. Good clean hit. Good physical football by Thomas Williams, preventing the first down for the Atlanta Falcons.
That's said by our hard-hitting, strong safety, John Lynch. Matt Bosher will be punting, and Armani Edwards back to return. Here is Edwards. Fair catch, and the flag goes down. Called for the fair catch. And running into him was Antone Smith. No time remaining on the clock.
You're going to get Antone Smith for interference, but I don't really blame him. It was a late fair catch signal by Armani Edwards.
I'm with you on that. I don't know how Smith could have avoided it, frankly.
Interference with the opportunity to make a fair catch. Number 14 of the kicking team. The penalty is declined. That is the end of the first half.
Well, that'll do it. And that is the end of the first half. And that is halftime here. Matt Ryan and the Falcons are leading 14-10. Fox NFL Sunday continues with the Visa halftime report. coming up, and the Falcons lead the Panthers by a score of 14-10. And up here in the booth, John, what has been in the Achilles heel for the Falcons has been the fact that they've been outscored 61-13 in the third quarters all year.
Yeah, and I don't think they can dwell on that. They can dwell on what they're doing well, and I think what they're doing well offensively, they've been incredibly efficient, as have the Carolina Panthers. Difference in this game right now, that turnover at the end for the Atlanta defense. Expect to see more pressure from this Atlanta defense. Problem with that, you leave Steve Smith out one-on-one. We'll see if he can get going for the Carolina Panthers.
And they've only gone to him twice so far, and you can see the edge in passing to the Panthers and rushing to the Falcons. Time of possession pretty close. And we want to remind you to follow your favorite team all season long. Go to itunes.com/NFL. And the Panthers will get the ball first. There is Kealoha Polaris ready to return the kick from Matt Bosher. Underway, third quarter. Downing it in the end zone is Polaris. And the Panthers will take it out of the 20 as we check in with the third member of our team, Drea Aben.
Hi, Dick. Well, I spoke to Coach Rivera, and he said he's very happy with the way the offense is moving the chains through the air and on the ground. He loves the protection that Cam is getting. He says he is all day to throw, and we need to keep that going. But he said defensively, we need to do better in the red zone, and we need to tackle better. And as far as Coach Smith is concerned, he said there's way too many penalties. He's not happy with that, but he loves the way Ryan is navigating the offense on the ground. He said that has been amazing, and he wants that to continue. And he also says we need to get more pressure on Cam Newton. We don't have to sack him, but we need to hurry him, guys.
Thank you, Drea, as D'Angelo Williams starts it off here with a minimal gain on first down.
And I think Coach Rivera's right on it. If you're this offense for Carolina, you only had 3 possessions. On each of them, you drove right down the field. You got to finish drives with touchdowns, and you got to stay away from the turnovers. Great play by the Atlanta Falcons. William Moore getting his hand on it, but you got to feel good about yourself if you're the Carolina Panthers coming into the second half.
Drives have been long ones, 61, 81, 81, and 80. Those are the scoring plays for both teams. Second down and 8 at the 22 for Cam Newton. Drills it, and it is caught. It is a reception. So Steve Smith with his second catch of the game. Brent Grimes on the coverage. And a gain of 4 in the opening minute here of the second half. Newton is 12 of 18 for 130 yards and that 1 interception at the end.
This Carolina offense has been very good. 4 of 5 on third down. It's been the Falcons' Achilles heel on defense throughout the season. We'll see if they can convert right here.
They have Jonathan Stewart in there and D'Angelo Williams on the bench for this 3rd and 4. Newton's pass up the middle. Steve Smith has it. First down, and finally brought down at the 35. A 9-yard pickup. Moore defending.
Well, they bring the pressure, but a really nice job of the Carolina Panthers offensive line of picking it up, and then Steve Smith going to find the void in the defense where the blitzers came from. Nice elevation by Steve Smith to go and get the ball. Not the most accurate of throws. And if I'm Brian Van Gorder, I continue to bring that pressure. I think it affects Cam Newton. It affects any quarterback, let alone a rookie quarterback.
Panthers, by the way, 5 of 6 on third down conversions. The one they missed was the shortest one, 3 yards. First down at the 35. Handoff to Williams. And down he goes in a hurry, thanks to Stephen Nicholas, a pickup of 1.
And Dick, earlier I was talking about Steve Smith and elevation. How about this for elevation? This is last week versus the New Orleans Saints. He gets up, gets that ball. What an incredible play by Steve Smith. Not only to have the presence to go up and the athletic ability to go up and get the ball, but then take it to the end zone. And today, looks like a repeat performance for Steve Smith. Outstanding player.
And always trying to spring them, as we know, for the big play. Second down and 9. Cam Newton in trouble and getting away. Cam Newton ducked under a bunch of players, and remember, he's 6'5". John Abraham missed the tackle, and he ended up with 6 yards.
My goodness, this is the strength. John Abraham doing everything. John Abraham, he sacks quarterbacks for a living. That's what he does. He can't get Cam Newton down. Look at this. Cam Newton. Got to get small, go get positive yards. Great job.
Great job. So it'll be 3rd down and 3. D'Angelo Williams to the bottom of your picture, actually lined up in the slot on the left, and Newton's going to carry it himself and get the first down at the 47. Sean Witherspoon making the tackle, but a 4-yard gain, and there he is, the threat as a runner.
And this is what you have when you prepare for Cam Newton. We've seen him with the traditional drop back passing, now a little bit of the Auburn playbook. And when you run your quarterback, the free hitter no longer is available. There's no free hitter. Someone's got to whoop someone. Nice job by Rob Chudzinski, the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And that's why these Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton give defensive coordinators fits.
Newton has gained 35 yards on 4 carries. First down on their 46, and the whistle blows. False start.
False start. Number 77 offense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
So that's Byron Bell, who is starting in place of Jeff Otah, the right tackle, committing his 2nd penalty of the game.
Jeff Otah is a really good player, but when you talk to Ron Rivera, he doesn't feel like they're missing much with Byron Bell. This is a young rookie free agent out of New Mexico that they love. They think this guy's going to be quite a football player, whether it be at right tackle, he can play left tackle, left guard. They really like him.
Brandon LaFell split to the top. Stewart in the game at running back. First down and 15, and the delay handing off to Stewart, and Stewart does a good job of picking up 4 yards with nearly 5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd quarter.
And this Atlanta defense has really settled down. They're doing a nice job of not necessarily getting after Cam Newton, but keeping everything in front of him. Remember, this is the most explosive offense in the National Football League coming into today from the Carolina Panthers, and they're doing a great job keeping it in front of him, not allowing the big play.
Can't be as calm as he was earlier in the game.
Right. Pressure's starting to come.
2nd and 11. Looks like they're coming again. And there's the pass. Good catch made by Olsen. And he is brought down about a yard short of the first down. Moore and Babineau. Good catch that time by the former Bears tight end.
You talk about what pressure, what it does. Cam Newton, who was so accurate early on, just the thought of blitzers coming, the presence of blitzers makes you a little inaccurate. It's not showing itself because the receivers are doing a nice job going up and getting the football. But if I'm Brian Van Gorder, I'm watching that, and I'm saying we're starting to affect this young quarterback.
So the Panthers need a yard. They're 6 of 7 on 3rd down plays. And here is Jonathan Stewart, first down, and tripped up, but not before he gets inside the 35. Thomas Deku and Kelvin Hayden combined, and an 11-yard pickup, and again converting the 3rd down.
All right, if you're a defensive player, look at this little triangle. You got D'Angelo Williams, you got Jonathan Stewart, you got Cam Newton that can run the football. The threat of Cam holds Croy Bierman, and Jonathan Stewart plows right through the middle of the defense. They throw so much at you, it's tough to defense these guys.
You can almost call it a full house backfield because he can run.
Look like Oklahoma in the 60s.
You don't remember that. First and 10 from the 34. Play fake to D'Angelo Williams. Newton has all day. Can he find someone? And he does. Jeremy Shockey, who's hidden down at the 19 by Deku. And they're picking up chunks of yardage on the Panthers, picking up 15 here and another first down.
Some of the things that Cam Newton does, you don't expect to see from a rookie. Ball handling is where it all starts. Look at the eyes on the play fake. You got to respect D'Angelo Williams. He stands tall. And again, the big targets in the middle of the field. Pocket presence sliding to the right, finds Jeremy Shockey. Very nice job.
And I think you don't get a pass knocked down if you're Cam Newton at 6'5". At the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10. From the 19, Newton drills it, and tough play. Olsen incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
A little bit of the zone pressure, just as we thought. We're seeing more blitzes from the Atlanta Falcons defense, and John Abraham typically coming and rushing, gets his hands up, gets in that throwing angle. I like the adjustments that Van Gorder's made, but as we're seeing, Carolina's dealing with them quite well.
Different kind of game for the Falcons, John. They had a 14-0 lead last week, 24-7 the week before. This one has been even Steven. They have the lead right now. 2nd down and 10. And the handoff is to Jonathan Stewart. Breaks out of the pack and finds his way inside the 15. And Thomas Deku, who's made a host of tackles, this time stopping Stewart after a pickup of 5.
You get those 2nd and long situations as an offense. Your goal is to get half the yardage back. Put yourself in a manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Much easier than 3rd and 10.
Talk about ball control. More than double what Atlanta has done are the Panthers offensively. Cam Newton gets away. 1st down, touchdown. It's Deion's dance on a homecoming, coming back to College Park, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. Cam Newton rushes for the touchdown, 14 yards, and the Panthers regain the lead now.
Are you kidding me? Here's a guy who's going 15 of 22, throwing the ball incredibly well. You bring the pressure, now try to bring him down. Sean Weatherspoon, one of the best tacklers in the National Football League, and then he's got the speed to beat you to the perimeter. The kid is special, Dick.
No question about it, and what an entertaining team this has become. Olindo Mare giving the Panthers a 17-14 lead. This was a team that was 2-14 last year, and now they're dancing for joy in Charlotte as Carolina on the road leading Atlanta here in the 3rd. So Cam Newton caps a 13-play, 80-yard drive with a 14-yard touchdown run. So the 4 touchdowns today have been 80 yards or more on drives, and that's why the possessions have been sparse. Eric Weems sees that kick sail out of the end zone, and the Falcons will take it out on the 20. So Matt Ryan in a back and forth game here in the 3rd quarter, trying to see what the Falcons can do here. Back here at the Georgia Dome, Dick Stockton, John Lynch, Andrea Abent. 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Falcons. Michael Turner, who gained 62 yards in the 1st half, gets about 2. Big day for football here on Fox. Stay tuned for America's Game of the Week. The Dallas Cowboys travel to New England to meet Tom Brady and the Patriots. Tony Romo and company will try to snap Brady's streak 30 consecutive regular season home wins. So it'll be Cowboys Patriots, America's Game of the Week, coming up after our game only on Fox. Obi Mihaly in motion on 2nd and 9. Pass up the middle, caught by Gonzalez, and Tony Gonzalez picks up the 1st down at the 34. Connor on the play, he gets 13.
Dick, I turn on the tape of Tony Gonzalez. I played against this guy a lot. It's extraordinary to see the level of his play in his 15th year in the league. It blows my mind. One of the first basketball players at the tight end position. We see Jimmy Graham now, Antonio Gates, but this guy has done it as well as anyone at the tight end position throughout his career. Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez.
Here is Turner, and this time nowhere to go. Charles Johnson right there to meet him, and here's how he looks on the Jumbotron.
Tony Gonzalez creeping up on Chris Carter and Marvin Harrison. Guy is phenomenal. I don't know if I'm allowed to put people in the Hall of Fame. I just did. That's where he's going to end up. He's as good as it gets.
Said he didn't play basketball last year and was sorry he didn't. A lot of hoops this year. And he's a leader on the team. 2nd down and 10. Matt Ryan running and tripped up from behind by Antoine Applewhite. Ryan picks up 4, however.
You know, Dick, we've been talking so much about Cam Newton today. Matt Ryan's having a pretty good day as himself. 9 of 13, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Their offense hasn't been stopped much either. 4 of 6 on 3rd down. Matt Ryan playing at a high level. This is the Matty Ice that people know in Atlanta.
No question about it. The longest pass play was to Douglas for 23 yards. It's 3rd and 6 here. There's Ryan, and the pass is broken up. Munnerlyn and Williams defending downfield against Roddy White, bringing up 4th down. And the Falcons will kick it away.
Thomas Williams playing in the nickel situations. The fans don't like the fact that they think Thomas Williams arrived there early, and a blow to Roddy White's head.
I think the blow is more toward Munnerlyn.
Friendly fire.
Armonte Edwards standing back for Matt Bosher. Edwards on the 16, nowhere to go. And good coverage downfield. One of the Panthers' problems this year has been on kick and punt returns. Well below par for them. Here comes Cam when we come back. And there is Deion Sanders, and in honor of Deion, Cam Newton with the little Deion dance when he scored his touchdown. Last time the Panthers had the ball. 1st down at the 16. Play action. Newton gets hit, throws it up for grabs, and that was dangerous. Nearly intercepted by William Moore, but he was going out of bounds. John Abraham putting pressure on the rookie quarterback.
That would be Mr. Abraham.
To me.
As Cam Newton referred
to you.
Referred to him. And Cam Newton knew John Abraham was someone that they had to really stop. And they've been doing a nice job thus far. But you can only hold a guy like John Abraham down so long, and John Abraham's starting to get to Cam Newton.
Panthers with a field goal, a touchdown, the interception when they were threatening, and then the touchdown. They haven't punted yet in this game. Here's D'Angelo Williams. And can't do much. And John Abraham is there to stop the run this time. Reminder, get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile. Call ** NFL now.
Here's the issue. If you're the Atlanta Falcons and you want to get back to that 13-3 team, you want to start winning ball games 3rd down, you got to get off the field. Carolina 8 of 9 today on 3rd down. It's killed this defense. We'll see if they can fix that right now.
They come through. Ray Edwards, a pickup from the Vikings, delivering a sack, and Abraham is shaken up and slow getting up. A loss of 7 on the 2nd sack of the game.
They went out and got Ray Edwards this offseason to help this pass rush. 3rd down starts up front. Ray Edwards beats Byron Bell off the edge. Good coverage downfield by William Moore, by Brent Grimes, but Ray Edwards delivers. They've been waiting for this, haven't seen much of it, and they're happy to see it, are the Atlanta Falcons.
Only his 2nd sack of the year, but has come off knee surgery, so he's been slow. And on 4th down, Jason Baker will be punting for the first time today from his end zone, and Eric Weems. Short kick, fair catch by Weems. And he makes the play already in Carolina territory at the 49. So let's see what Matt Ryan does on a shorter field with his team battling the Panthers. When we went away, John Abraham was slow getting up, and he's been looking at the photos, so apparently he's all right.
And here it is, John Abraham rushing off the right side edge, and his legs kind of get underneath him, but it looks like John Abraham's going to be all right.
Starting from the Panther 49 is Matt Ryan and the Falcons. throwing on first down and losing the ball. It's a incomplete pass. Charles Johnson. And obviously going forward was his arm, and it'll be incomplete. Second down and 10.
And Charles Johnson, a guy the Atlanta Falcons went out and tried to acquire as he was a free agent this offseason, does a tremendous job of just stretching that right arm out. Matt Ryan had a play downfield. They went for the shot, and I continue to like that from Mike Mularkey, this offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons, trying to take shots on the attack mode for the Atlanta Falcons.
Second down and 10. And the handoff to Turner. Turner breaks a couple of tackles and picks up a Falcon first down. He is big and tough. Gets to the 35. 14-yard gain. The fullback with a good block for Turner here.
Absolutely. Obi Mahaley, we've seen him catch touchdowns. Look at him right there, point of attack. Get the kick-out block on Jordan Pugh. Michael Turner's a smart man. Follow a guy like Obi Mahaley, and you'll get good positive yards. Obi Mahaley, a hammer at the fullback position.
For many teams over the years. 77 yards for Turner. He's averaged 5.5 per clip. Comes back in the huddle. By the way, Sherrod Martin is ill, will not return. Jordan Pugh replaces him at free safety. Turner getting the call again, spinning away. It takes like 5 Panthers to finally stop him. Game break time with Kurt Menefee.
The Giants and Buffalo Bills all even at 17 at halftime. The Giants come out and score first in the second half. Eli Manning with time to Mario Manningham down to the 1-yard line. Ahmad Bradshaw took it in from there. 24-17 Giants. Dick?
Second down and 7. Thank you, Curtis. Turner. Michael Turner. And finally, James Anderson rides him out of bounds. This was the big problem for the Panthers if Turner would get unleashed, and he has.
Well, the run defense, you see Jordan Pugh in here for Sherrod Martin. As you said, he's going to get cracked on. Obi Mahaley kicks out on Captain Munnerlyn, and a one-on-one tackle. Michael Turner's going to break through most of those. Great execution by the Atlanta Falcons. Tremendous running by Michael Turner.
And 24 yards puts him over 100 at 104. And for the third time this year, he has surpassed the century mark in yardage. And a flag is
illegal
down.
Substitution, 12 men in the huddle.
Matt Ryan arguing over the call that there were 12 men in the huddle as Mike Smith.
There was not 12 men on the field. There was only 11. And timeout, Atlanta. First team timeout.
So the Falcons use their first timeout of the second half with 29 seconds left in the third, with the Panthers leading the Falcons by 3. First and goal at the 8 for Atlanta, and here is Michael Turner, and he is stopped for no gain.
Mike Smith, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, typically one of the more calm, cool, and collected coaches in this league. He's lost his cool a couple times today. This one's on the referees, but I think he understands how important this game is for this team right now. You want to be in this thing at the end of the year. You've got to find a way to win this game. Mike Smith knows it, and he's letting his team know it.
Yeah, they're 0-1 in the division and 2-3 on the year, and that speaks volumes. That's the end of the third quarter. Start of the fourth quarter, and the Falcons threaten, and right now, John Lynch, they are in Tony Gonzalez territory.
Yeah, this is where he thrives, where he's thrived throughout his career. Tony Gonzalez right down here. Problem is, Carolina knows that too. Without Julio Jones, a lot of attention being paid to Tony Gonzalez.
Second and goal from the 8. Here's Matt Ryan and his pass to Jacquizz Rodgers, and Rodgers does not get out of bounds as Jordan Pugh, who replaced Sherrod Martin, makes the tackle. They get 6 yards, and it'll be third and goal. And Pugh shaken up, and he was the replacement for Martin, who was ill and had to leave the game.
You got a problem now. You start getting down in depth. Sherrod Martin out of the game. You go to your backup in Jordan Pugh. Now Jermail Hines comes on the field. He was just signed on October 4th, a couple weeks ago. You're bringing a guy in a crucial situation who hasn't played much football, particularly for this defense.
So Pugh leaves the field. And 3rd down and goal in the opening minute of this 4th quarter. Dick Stockton, John Lynch, Drea Avent. Out of the shotgun is Ryan. Ryan is tripped up. And the pass is incomplete. It was intended for Michael Palmer and Charles Johnson, and they're going to rule that a sack for the Panthers.
You look at the coverage for the Carolina Panthers. Great job. But my problem with this, you've got Tony Gonzalez up top of that screen on a cornerback. And you saw Jimmy Graham just torch this Carolina defense on one-on-ones last week. Matt Ryan nowhere to go. But in my mind, you got a one-on-one with Tony Gonzalez. That's where you've got to take it, down at that area of the end zone.
They always have. And finally, clock stops. And a timeout called by Carolina. They had 12 men on the field and alertly called a timeout. Each team has called one. Ron Rivera displeased, and that's an understatement. Panthers forced to call a timeout, and Matt Bryant on to tie the game with a 24-yard field goal attempt. And we're all even, 17-17 on Bryant's first field goal of the game. We'll return to the Georgia Dome after this. Ever the X factor is Cam Newton. What a lead-in. Fox tonight. Things get intense on an all-new The X Factor as the talent, mentoring, and performances continue at the judges' homes. Will your favorites make the cut? We'll find out on The X Factor, all new tonight, following football at 8, 7 Central on Fox. And a reminder, the Cowboys and the Patriots coming up next. Bosher kicking to Polaris, and the Panthers will take it out on the 20.
Talking about X factors, Cam Newton. Cam Newton says to everyone, I'm back, and he sure enough is. His ability to stand tall in the pocket. And if things break down, his ability to extend plays, get yardage with his legs, and then he can take it all the way. Different type of athlete than I think the NFL's ever seen at the quarterback position, and he celebrates with Dion Primetime, who's in the house today.
What a personality, and there you see 213 total yards and a touchdown. Troy Bierman has replaced John Abraham at defensive end. Here's D'Angelo Williams, and a good run before he is ridden down by Curtis Lofton and gets 8 yards on first down. Flag thrown.
Holding. Number 17 offense, 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's the wide receiver, Legadou Nane. That'll nullify 8 yards. A pickup. Early in the fourth, 17-17 the score. The Panthers have not won here in Atlanta since 2007.
When you talk to the Panthers, Dick, 1-4, they've been in every game, but Cam Newton told us, Ron Rivera's message was, when it's time to win the game, go win the game. It's time to go win the game, Cam Newton and Carolina Panthers.
First down and 19. Jonathan Stewart. Stewart takes it out to the 15. Vance Walker and Weatherspoon combined, a 4-yard pickup. Both teams have run the ball well in this game. And the Panthers, 126 yards today. Falcons have 128. Second down and 15. And Newton finally unleashes it, incomplete. Intended for Steve Smith. Deku covering downfield. And that'll be 3rd down and 15. This is a big down for the Atlanta defense.
It's a huge down, and the Atlanta fans know it. They've struggled getting off the field. Carolina 8 of 10 on 3rd down. We'll see if Atlanta can fix that.
John Abraham back in there. 3-man rush. Newton going underneath to Jonathan Stewart. And Stewart will be ridden down, so 4 yards short of the 1st down, and a holding penalty is upcoming. Thrown back at the 5-yard line.
Holding. Number 77 offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
So Byron Bell called for holding Ray Edwards. And 4th down coming up. And they'll punt.
Here's the hold, and we've seen as this game's gone on, Atlanta start to put a little more pressure on Cam Newton. When you start putting the pressure on rookie offensive tackles like Byron Bell, they take that left arm, hook Ray Edwards. Ray Edwards starting to get there as well. Good sign for the Atlanta Falcons.
So Jason Baker will be kicking, and Eric Weems, who returned a 55-yard punt for a touchdown the last time these teams played, is back on his 25. Here's Weems at the 33, and nowhere to go. Hemmed in, 41-yard punt. And so the Falcons will take over in a tie ball game early in the 4th. Good field position for the Falcons starting at their 40. 1st down. Matt Ryan goes underneath and completes to Michael Turner. And Turner gets 7.5 yards on the play with Hardy making the tackle. Good 1st down play. Again, no huddle, John.
And I like, in fact, they bluffed us. They did a dummy. They showed no huddle, then went back to the huddle. I actually think they're at their best, Dick, when they don't huddle. I think they're at their best when they stay at the line of scrimmage. Matt Ryan gets them in the right play at the line of scrimmage. That's when they seem to thrive to me, and I know he loves it as a quarterback.
I hate when they bluff us like that. Here's Turner off the left side. Not this time. Charles Johnson penetrating nicely, and losing yardage for the first time today was Turner. 4 yards in arrears. So it'll be 3rd down and 6.
And Atlanta been very proficient on 3rd down as well, hitting it 50%. This is a huge 3rd down in this football game.
Third down and 6. Ryan drills it. Great catch made by Tony Gonzalez. Reaching out, and a 1st down to the 45 of the Panthers. Picking up 11.
A big 3rd down and 6. Good guy to go to, Tony Gonzalez. Not the most accurate of throws, but look at the length of Tony Gonzalez. He stretches those arms out. His throwing radius, his range is so big. Can't say enough about Tony Gonzalez.
By the way, Jordan Pugh back in at free safety. He was a replacement for the ill Sherrod Martin. So Pugh is back, and a 1st down at the 45 of the Panthers. Turner. And getting him first was James Anderson. And a 2-yard loss. So maybe they're solving the Michael Turner puzzle a little bit here on this series.
Well, here's how they're solving it. They're attacking. They're going downhill as linebackers. You're going to see a flash of James Anderson right there, flash into the screen. And early in the year, Sean McDermott said, we were catching. We were sitting back. I want people going downhill attacking. We're starting to see that from the Carolina defense.
Look at this chess match here. Second and 12. nearly tripping going back and going deep for Douglas, and the pass is incomplete. Harry Douglas well covered by Captain Munnerlyn and Jordan Pugh. They were within range of Douglas, and it'll be 3rd and 12.
So typically that's Julio Jones right there getting that shot, and it's Harry Douglas who steps in for Julio Jones. Harry Douglas, a very good slot receiver, but he's not an all-out speed guy. Julio Jones may go and get that. You see Matt Ryan tripped up by Ovi Mahali, but I like the fact that they're in attack mode. Right here, though, it puts you in a tough 3rd and 12 situation.
Jacquizz Rodgers to the left of Ryan on 3rd and 12. And Douglas in stride makes the catch. And finally brought down by Pugh, but not before a gain of 34 yards for the Falcons. And a first down at the 13.
Look at Harry Douglas. As I said, typically in the slot, that's where he shines. But the story to this play is Matt Ryan standing tough. Greg Hardy breathing down his neck. Look at him stand in here. NFL quarterback, it's tough business. You got to stand in there and deliver when things aren't going great. When you're under duress, Matt Ryan does it right there as good as you can.
First down on the 13. Falcons threatening to take the lead, and here's Ryan, and Ryan tries to get it to Turner on an ad-lib play, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So the Atlanta Falcons have 4 plays, explosive as we would call them, or 20 or more yards.
And that's not something they thrived on. They only came into the game today with 20 of those, which is 26 in the NFL. It's an element that they needed in their offense. It hasn't always been good for them, but at least they're taking the shots, which I think stretches the defense.
And 2 of them have been to Harry Douglas. Here's the pitch to Michael Turner. Turner inside the 10, the 5, and brought down by Godfrey, who prevented the touchdown, but it'll be 1st and goal back at the 2 for the Falcons.
Well, outstanding blocking. Look at this. They get in a little bunch. They're going to run what they call bunch crunch. You bunch it up. Sam Bacon, the left tackle, out on a corner. What a tackle by Charles Godfrey, by the way. That's tough to do, to keep a Michael Turner out of the end zone. Kerry Meyer getting in on the action. Outstanding tackle by Charles Godfrey, though, giving the Carolina Panthers defense a chance to keep him out of the end zone.
20 carries for 109 yards for Turner. How about Weems on a block? They pitch now to Turner going the other way. He's hit once, twice, and finally put down by Applewhite. And it was Anderson who helped as well. And 2nd down and goal, and Falcons looking to take a touchdown.
74 has reported.
Will Svidek will come in as an extra offensive lineman and eligible. And they're going to adjust the play clock, apparently. That's why the delay. Quarterback sneak by Ryan. Touchdown. Matt Ryan going over for the touchdown from 1 yard out, and the Falcons lead 23-17. As Newton warms up, 7 minutes remaining in the 4th.
I got to tell you, when the Atlanta Falcons needed Matt Ryan at his best, they got Matt Ryan at his best. We saw him previously throwing under duress. Now go punch it in. Matt Ryan taking this football game over for the Atlanta Falcons.
And for Matt Ryan, his first touchdown as a rusher this year.
We will review the previous play.
All touchdowns are reviewed, and confirmation has to happen for all of them. They're going to look at this one under the hood.
Matt Ryan ends up with the ball in the end zone. We've got to see. I think that's a touchdown all the way. I think this will be confirmed and touchdown Atlanta Falcons.
And there was a delay before the official came over and moved closer to the play. So the scoring review and the decision is made by Pete Morelli.
And I think what you're looking for a knee possibly hitting the ground. I didn't see it. I think touchdown all the way for Mike Smith and the Atlanta Falcons.
Cowboys Patriots, America's game of the week. Most of you will see that one. Some will see the Saints and the Buccaneers in an NFC South battle. And what a division this is shaped up to be, and has been for many years, with 4 outstanding quarterbacks.
See that left knee never hit the ground, no other part of the body. I think he's on his offensive lineman's foot. I think touchdown all the way. I'm surprised it's taken Pete Morelli this long.
Here he is.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. It is a touchdown.
Matt Ryan with the touchdown, and now Matt Bryant for the extra point. 10 plays, 60 yards, and using 5.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. So let's see what Cam Newton will have as a comeback QB in the fourth quarter. Ryan's extra point is good, and the biggest lead for either side in this game. It's the Falcons 24, the Panthers 17. Back with the kickoff after this. America's game of the week, Cowboys versus Patriots. Tom Brady has won 30 straight home regular season games. Brady is averaging over 370 yards passing a game with 14 touchdowns through the season's first 5 games. The Pats have scored 30 or more points in 13 regular season games in a row. High-octane offense against the Cowboys coming up next on America's Game of the Week. And right now, Atlanta and Carolina's game of the day. Here with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and a touchdown lead by Atlanta. And here is Kealoha Polaris running it out and gets just beyond the 20-yard line.
You look at it for Cam Newton here, down by 7 in the fourth quarter. We spoke to Cam the other day and said, Cam, it's a battle every time you play in this division. Last week it was Drew Brees. Today, Matt Ryan. You got Josh Freeman. And Cam said, John, that's how I like it. I want to play against the best. I want to go against the best competition. Well, you got what you wished for. Matt Ryan just went down and scored. To get your team to win, Cam Newton's got to be at his best right now.
And he's been sick of losing. And it's really wearing on him. First down at the 23. D'Angelo Williams to start it off, and he starts it off beautifully for the Panthers. And a first down, big yardage beyond the 40-yard line, a gain of 18 yards. And John Abraham ran downfield to track him down.
Yeah, tremendous call by Rob Chudzinski. He's going to call a little misdirection. D'Angelo Williams, explosive runner, going to get through. And this is why you hustle in the National Football League. Watch John Abraham, who was upfield, came all the way down. That's wins football games. Great play by John Abraham.
Panthers with 3 and out the last 2 possessions after 4 good drives. Not 3 and out on this one. First down at the 41. Pressure, and the screen pass intercepted by Corey Peters.
What an outstanding play by Corey Peters. Corey Peters going to diagnose the screen pass. Sees D'Angelo Williams. He says, I'm going to go back, redirect, a one-hand pick. What a play at what a big time for the Atlanta Falcons by Corey Peters.
So it's a defensive tackle who picks this one off. And the second interception thrown. First one was tipped. This one, Peters gets it back. 6:06 to go, first down. Falcons on the 39 of Carolina. No surprise here. Turner picks up about 7. James Anderson on the tackle. Kudos for Corey on the sideline for Atlanta. With under 6 to play in the 4th.
See, Michael Turner's been outstanding. This is where they need Michael Turner to go ahead and run out this clock. Dick, I go back to that last drive, that first play. D'Angelo Williams looked like he's going all the way. John Abraham's hustle play preceded that interception. Hustle plays will always win you football games. Great job by John Abraham.
2nd down and 3. Turner, stutter steps, 1st down, out of bounds. 7-yard gain. Let's go down to Drea Aben.
Hey, Dick, well, Carolina's safety Jordan Pugh left the field. He was hit in the head, and I'm being told he is out for the game, so they're going to be missing him. Dick.
All right, and Jamel Hines, as John pointed out, had to come in at the free safety position after Sherrod Martin and Jordan Pugh were shaken up. Pugh came back in, and now he's out.
As we mentioned, this is a linebacking core that's missing 2 guys that were their starters coming in. This is an injured Carolina defense, but you got to find a way to stop the Falcons right now.
1st down on the 26 of the Panthers. Heavy dose of Michael Turner, and why not? And Turner may have another 1st down.
We can talk about Tony Gonzalez as a pass receiver. This guy's a complete football player. Turn on the tape and you'll see it. You see him block 1, block 2, block 3. Go ahead, Tony Gonzalez. Complete football player, Hall of Fame football player. Can't say enough about the guy.
So Tony Gonzalez, the veteran, doing it, making some big catches today. And Turner now with 133 yards. 22nd 100-yard game as a Falcon, tying William Andrews for the 2nd most behind Gerald Riggs in team history. They're on the 16 now, and again they go to Turner. And that's been the story for the Atlanta Falcons, who came into the game 27th in rushing defense, John, and heavy dose of Michael Turner, who's gained 135 yards on 25 carries, a touchdown, averaging nearly 5.5.
Well, you know, and we talked about it in the open. They're without Julio Jones, their new toy that they want to get the ball downfield to. But in a way, that almost helps you get back to who you are. Get the ball to Michael Turner. Get it to him early. Get it to him often. And still takes the shots downfield. Now when you get Julio Jones back and healthy, you're going to be even better for it.
Jason Snelling gives Turner a well-deserved breather here and gets the call. And driving to the 12-yard line. Remember, this team had Jarius Norwood. They had a good 1-2-3 punch with Turner, Snelling, and Norwood. And Rodgers, the speedster, could add that. And a timeout called by the Panthers, their 2nd of this half. Well, once again, the Carolina Panthers are stymied by improved play, looking better, John, but close losses. They have lost 4 games coming into this one by an average of 5.5 points.
And I've been there before. When you're trying to turn around an organization like Jerry Richardson, bringing Ron Rivera in, you got to learn how to win. And Cam Newton has been extraordinary, but it's tough to win. And all the injuries they've had on defense, they've done a nice job. You got to just keep plodding. You got to keep fighting here if you're a defense. Who knows? The ball could come out in a fumble. You got to keep fighting. Get the ball back in your offensive hands. You never know what can happen, but I think this organization's going in the right direction.
I don't think there's any question. To me, they're 180 degrees of what they were a year ago, but they haven't shown it in the record department. Third down and 6. Play action. They flip it to Michael Palmer. 1st down, Palmer inside the 5.
You got to love that call by Mike Mularkey. You get in pound it mode. You're going to pound the Carolina Panthers with Michael Turner. You continue to pound it, then you go play action right off it, and you throw it to Michael Turner for a big 3rd down. Kills the clock, keeps the drive going. Great execution by Mike Mularkey and Matt Ryan and this Atlanta Falcons offense. They've been awesome today.
And as you said at the outset, a game this team really needed. You say, well, they always need them all. But, you know, it's a divisional game coming off that Packer loss here against a team that has really surprised a few. Here's Turner. And Turner gets down to the 3 as we get to our 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Falcons up by 7. Matches their red helmets in their throwback time back in '66. 3 touchdowns, a field goal, and 4 possessions. And they have 2nd down and goal from the 2, trying to ice this game. And there's Turner going in for a 2nd touchdown, and they do just that. Falcons saving their best for last, John, in the 4th quarter of this game, turning on the Jets and leading, and a chance to make it 31-17 as Matt Bryant on for the point after. Turner with 139 yards and 2 touchdowns.
We told you in the open, this was our player to watch. Michael Turner right there. Pretty simple right here. You're going to pull your left guard and then run it downhill. And Michael Turner's been awesome today. 139 yards, over 5 yards a carry. He was their horse today, and they rode him hard.
And he loves playing against this Carolina team. In 8 games against the Panthers, he has had 5 100-yard games and 11 touchdowns.
Saw a picture of Corey Peters there, the defensive tackle who set up this play. Carolina going on what could have been the game-tying score. Corey Peters reaches up with one hand. Pretty nifty for a defensive tackle, huh?
No question about it. That was a backbreaker. And let's not forget that first half interception by Brent Grimes when the Panthers seemingly were going in for a score. And those 2 turnovers, you talk about the timing of the turnovers, they really affected Carolina big time.
Absolutely. I think great adjustments by Brian Van Gorder, the defensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons at halftime. Get more pressure on Cam Newton.
And here is Polaris running it out. And out of bounds with 1:50 remaining. Coming up next, the Cowboys and Tony Romo head to New England. Romo averaging over 300 yards a game, has plenty of weapons with Dez Bryant, Miles Austin, and the veteran tight end Jason Witten. And he'll need them facing a Patriots team that has scored 30 or more in 13 straight regular season games. Romo versus Brady, Cowboys versus Patriots next on America's Game of the Week.
I tell you what, 30 straight wins at home. That's pretty good.
And 30 points a game forever. Cam Newton. And the pass caught by Olsen. With 1:44 to go. 7-yard gain. And he gets out of bounds. Newton, 17 of 27 are his passing numbers for 183 yards. No touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
But it looked early as if he was going to have another one of those 400-yard passing days, which he's had 2 of already. And again, I talk about the adjustments that the Atlanta Falcons defense made, and it starts up front. It starts with the front 4. Give credit to them. They came with the pressure in the second half.
2nd down and 3. Caught by Olsen. And a first down out to the 39, gaining 10. Weatherspoon, who's had a fine game for the Falcons, making the tackle. Under a minute and a half remaining. Panthers have 1 timeout left, but they're down by 2 touchdowns. This one is tipped by a Falcon, incomplete, deflected by Weatherspoon. And it will bring up 2nd down and 10. Turner with a couple of touchdown runs from 1 and 2 yards. And Ryan with a touchdown pass to Mahaley close in. And he ran for 1 himself. And Newton scoring his team's touchdown with a 14-yard run. And Steve Smith, the go-to man for the Panthers, catching only 3 for 30 yards to this point.
Falcons have done a nice job on Steve Smith, not letting him take over the game.
Cam Newton escapes danger, caught by Smith, tries to get out of bounds, loses the ball, and then it's knocked out of bounds. Want to welcome our viewers who saw the Green Bay Packers remain undefeated. The Falcons are leading the Carolina Panthers 31-17 with under a minute to go in a game in which it was a seesaw affair throughout, and the score was tied at 17-all before the Falcons scored 2 touchdowns here in the 4th to break it open. Here's Cam Newton. And down he goes. 2 interceptions thrown by Newton. And that's been a big part of the story, John.
You're starting to see the frustration of Cam Newton. Everything has gone so well other than the wins, and he's almost made it look easy. In the second half, he's starting to see what life as a rookie in the National Football League at the quarterback position is all about. And when you look at the summary of this game, for the Atlanta Falcons, it's been Michael Turner. Julio Jones, their outstanding rookie, is out. You rely on Michael Turner. He delivers for you. And it's the 2 interceptions forced by this Atlanta defense that's the difference in this game, Dick. You see this last play. Great coverage downfield. Cam Newton keeps plays alive as he does so well. Playing quarterback in this league is tough. As big as Cam Newton is, he feels it too. You see him limping a little bit after this play and frustrated. First time I've seen him real frustrated other than after the games, and he's going to learn. And this team, as I mentioned, Dick, throughout the game, they're getting better, and I see good things in their future.
He had a nifty 14-yard touchdown run and gained 50 yards rushing on 6 carries. That's good for over 8 yards a carry. Incomplete to Olsen. And let's take a look at Atlanta's offensive leaders. You already mentioned Michael Turner, and he had the game that the Falcons wanted him to have. And Harry Douglas, who started in place of Julio Jones, had 2 big catches for 57 yards, and Matt Ryan was cool. He was iced today, no question.
Yeah, he was. His numbers, you know, they don't signify a great day, but I think he played great when his team needed him most today. On the key drive, he stood in there tough, made the big throws. Matt Ryan showed why he's been such an outstanding winner in this league.
3rd down and 9. An NFC South battle, and the Atlanta Falcons. Pass is caught and out of bounds with 19 seconds to go, and both teams have tough tests coming up. The Falcons, this was an important win for them because they have the Lions on the road next week, and the Panthers will be playing host to the Washington Redskins.
And you got to hope, if you're the Carolina Panthers, that Cam Newton's all right. He's really hobbling around now on that ankle or foot or whatever he has, and a great day on Fox coming up with the Saints, Buccaneers, another NFC South match, and of course the Cowboys and the New England Patriots.
19 seconds remaining, 31-17. It's maybe the first time that Cam Newton was really exhausted and beaten at the end of a game. Open underneath, and Steve Smith with the catch. Kurt Menefee with a game break.
Well, Rex Grossman threw 4 interceptions for the Redskins, and so John Beck replaces him. He scores a touchdown. They're within a touchdown, time permitting. We'll take you to the finish of that one when you guys are done. Dick?
And we will have the conclusion of that Eagles-Redskins game as 4 seconds remain in this game. So the Atlanta Falcons will go to 3-3 on the year, and the Panthers will drop to 1-5, still looking to find the key to the W.
They are, but as I've mentioned, I see it coming for this franchise. It's tough to understand that if you're 1-5, because this league's all about winning, but you see positive strides being made by Ron Rivera, by Cam Newton, and this Carolina Panthers football team.
And you see positive play by the Atlanta Falcons, who came alive this week defensively. And here is Cam Newton, lost it into the end zone, and it's intercepted by Thomas DeCou. Third interception of the game off of Cam Newton, and that will do it. And as Mike Smith said, you could feel the focus this week, and the Falcons showed it and win it by a score of 31-17. In a moment, we're going to have the conclusion of the game between the Eagles and the Redskins. Nick Stockton and John Lynch, but first, here's Kurt Menefee.